As is our custom, this once again is Championship 9-ball. I'm Grady Mathews at the U.S. Open, courtesy of ACCUSTATS, and in the booth with my good friend Danny Diliberto. Danny, this is some kind of match we have coming up right now.
It has a little revenge tone to it also, because Ralph has beat Efren the last 2 times they played. In fact, in the same tournament in Reno. We beat him in winners bracket and then in the finals.
Well, that's interesting. And Danny, of course, is referring to RALF SOUQUET and Efren Reyes, and I think Ralph won the break. It's interesting. Ralph, he's like technical perfection. He plays great position. He's a wonderful shot maker. He's aggressive and fearless. He's almost like the old Hessian soldier during World War II with the jack boots, just clop, 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 and 18 games later or shots later, you're taking your cue apart because he's defeated you.
Yeah, with painless also. But he's also a gentleman.
Oh, I know it. I didn't mean that in a bad way.
Yes, I know it. I just want to add that he is.
But we should also, we tell the truth up here, and I don't know if it makes us more popular or not, but Efren's game has been kind of subpar for him over the last year or so.
That is a result of just quitting smoking. Now, I'm not supposed to, I'm not insinuating he should smoke again, but his body's going through the system, it's shocked.
Danny, I can relate to
yes,
that. I quit.
That's why I mentioned it. Right. It's going to be a while before he cleans up. And
well, Buddy quit too, and I talked with him, and he told me it took him the better part of a year to feel okay, and I think that's going to be the same with us probably.
Yeah. And how well is Buddy feeling? He's winning everything.
Years.
Well, anyway, RALF SOUQUET won the leg, and he can draw first blood here if he can fall on the 2-ball.
I don't know if the 3 goes in the side, and if it's going to be a touchy ball, the 3-ball, I don't know if it goes in the side or passes the 5. Can you tell from your vantage point?
I really can't, but I would have to guess it does, just the way he's addressing this. You see, he played position for the side, so I'd have to say that it goes. Wouldn't you?
Well, I don't know. He may have played for the corner here or for the combination if it doesn't pass. I don't know.
Let's see. You're right. It's very close. He does have a combination or shooting it in the corner.
5 and 6 ball, of course, on the lower right-hand side rail.
He played the combination, and he finessed the 3. The right speed, if you hit that wrong, the 3 is on the end rail, and you're out of line. That's a very good shot.
And he plays excellent straight pool, by the way.
Yeah.
Position is one of his fortes.
I don't expect him to make any mental errors.
No.
May not even make physical errors. Let's just see how he feels. I know he feels good playing Efren because, like I say, he's beat him the last 2 times and keep winning the tournament.
And he'll just go 2 natural rails. You're being careful not to go hard enough to go to the side pocket. And beautifully done.
Perfect.
Boy, you have to love the way this guy here plays pool. I mean, he just does everything correctly.
Like a machine.
Yeah.
Does the same thing all the time. He looks the same.
Yep, that he does. And our score is going to read a 1-0 advantage, SOUQUET. Interesting match on the next table, and we'll keep everybody a bit posted on that. That's Earl Strickland and Danny Medina.
Total power over there. All aggression.
Well, you and I talked about that. Had we done the commentary on that match, I think our work time would have been about cut in half.
Yeah.
There's a nice shot of Earl on the screen.
He's ready to break. He won the first game.
And Earl, the defending champion.
He made a ball, but he doesn't have a shot. I noticed Ralph checking the rack here. They've been having little problems getting them frozen. I don't like that. I like when you throw them up and they rack tight. I don't like to have to work over the racking. I mean, that tires you.
Well, none of us like that. Yeah, of course I agree with you. Okay. He made 2 balls on the break. He's got a shot on the 1 ball, but that's a 4 and 5 ball.
Yeah,
up there in the far nether regions of the table, and they're kind of messed up. The 4 may go in the corner, the far right-hand corner, but The 3 was one of the balls he made on the break. He's going to have to get good position on this 2 ball to either break those out. He's looking now, and I believe the 4 goes in the corner. So given a choice, he'd rather simply play position on the 4 ball in the corner, but he's got a nice angle here.
But he has a tough shot to come with first.
Well, sure.
You know, this is the length of the table. The match just started. He can't be totally warm yet. This would be a great shot to pop in and run out.
Sure. Tough shot, though, as you suggested. Now, he did it perfectly. Float forward a little bit. Now he's got his choice. He can play position on the 4 in the corner by going to the end rail with a touch of left English and coming up on the left side of the 4, or if he wanted to, he could go into him. But I don't like going into him if the 4 goes in the corner.
It's the whole story. You said the right thing there. If the ball goes, try to fall on where it goes. If it don't, then you got to do this, and of course it helps to do it this kind of speed.
And he hit the absolutely correct side of the 2 ball.
And he played it that way. Perfect speed. No, this wasn't so much. He would have liked to get straight in on this ball.
Well, I just go over on the right side of the 6 here. I don't know what you would do.
It's no disaster, but
going 2 rails here, or he can float it in. Just roll it in.
I think he might be able to roll it in.
Like that. That's fine. Well, how many times have we seen that? That's a quick 2-0 lead for Earl.
Oh, he'll kill you. He gets front running on you, you're dead.
Yeah.
He'll get 11 before you sneeze.
Now this is interesting because this is eminently missable.
It sure is. This isn't one of his better position shots.
You want to hit this just a nice medium speed.
Right.
Oh, beautifully done. Well, he made it look easy. It
sure
was
did.
Not. And just like that, our score is going to also lead to the nothing RALF Souquet.
You know what I like about this guy? When he does get a little out of line, he doesn't complain or make a face or scold himself. You know, a lot of the players do. You know.
Well, what does Efren do when he's got a bad problem or something? Why don't you
he scratches his head and smiles.
That usually means you're in trouble, though, when he does that.
Yeah, sure it does.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, it's similar to a boxer not letting the opponent know he's in pain. You
Is
never
that why they
let
smile when they get hit?
Well, that's usually a fake, you know.
Yeah.
But never let your opponent know you're aching. In this case, never let your opponent know you made a bad shot. You know, just go right through it, knock it in easily, and run out.
Okay, there's no abatement in sight. Game number 3, here's Souquet. Breaking the balls. Ooh. Well, he made a ball on the break.
And has a shot.
You got to be careful here, though, Danny. If he tries to come across the high side of the 2 ball, he could scratch or catch the point or hit the 2 ball. And if he tries to go on the bottom side of it, it makes the 2 hard to, the 1 ball hard to make.
Plus, I don't know how many pockets the 2 goes in. You know, if he misses the side pocket, where does the 2 go? You know, he doesn't have the right angle to hit it full and play for that left-hand corner pocket with the 2, but he's going to have to bounce around a little bit. Where is he going to play the 2?
Well, I like coming just above it, but let's see what he does.
He overcut it.
See, I think the prospect of that tough position caused him to miss-hit that a bit.
Not only that, it's one of the rare times he would jump up on a stroke. You know, I don't know if Pat wants to show it again, but he jumped straight up on that stroke. Very, very rare for him. Usually he has the fundamentals solid. He jumped right up on that.
Yeah,
there's the results.
Yeah. Well, I think he's gotten so technically proficient that he doesn't like running into balls, and I think that merited a little bit extra time. That's how tough the situation was as I viewed it.
You're right. You're right. He didn't have the pocket the ball automatic position thing. It was a little tricky, and his fundamentals slipped a hair. And Efren, I'm sure, is going to take advantage.
I would shoot the 5-9 combination and put this rack beyond redemption.
Yeah, I believe he'll do that. Get as close as he can and shoot the combination.
And you like rail first here?
I think it's tough to miss no matter how you shoot it.
first rail, first to right.
Yeah, the ball was pretty deep in the pocket.
Okay, 2-1. And it's 2-1 in the Strickland Medina match. And Medina's a real fast player too. I mean, that match could heat up, and you could have a 5 or 6 game swing.
You know what I found when I play Medina?
What's that?
I'm playing 8-ball or 9-ball. He's playing 6-ball.
Oh, he does have a good break.
He's liable to make 3-4 balls on the break forever.
And he's the only guy that I ever saw that has had a lot of success with a high ball break shot. He hits it with a high ball.
Well, Lassiter did that. The great Luther Lassiter. He hit it with a high ball and flew all around the place.
Okay, 2-1. Efren checking the rack. One went inside. Oh, he's going to have a shot.
Yes, he does. You can't wish for more than this. I mean, you know, you'd like to have it straight in, but...
Well, he did. I like going down to the end rail here with a little right-hand English, and the cue ball is going to hit the end rail. And
you mean left-hand English?
No, I mean right English.
Right, you're not going to reverse the ball.
Or maybe he's straighter in than that.
Let's see.
Like this.
Oh, yes,
right?
Yes. Just, no center or low. Just catch that rail away from the 6 and let the English bring it back. That's
right.
a good call, Grady. Well, he pockets this. I don't see any problems here.
Well, you know what that's awfully funny. He motioned at something, but I don't know what it was. Did he think he was going to hit the bottom of the 5 or something?
Yeah.
Pat Fleming, our statistician and
erstwhile
employer, suggested that's where he wanted to be.
Yeah. He was trying to hit the 5 so he could stop around there, and he missed it.
Well, even in the Philippines, I think this is bad position. Maybe not.
Yeah. Well, he'll spin it around the 7 and get to the side pocket.
Oh, well, that was easier than I thought. Okay. I thought he had a tough shot.
All these shots only look tough when you miss them.
True.
When they go in, they were going to go in. That's
well, meanwhile, he's got to go 3 rails around the 7 and 8 here, doesn't he? If I see it correctly.
Yeah, it looks that way. Or else he's going to draw the ball 2 rails.
Yeah, he could do that.
Oh, no, he went forward with the spin.
Oh, a new cloth, that is really risky.
Yeah. He got a little bit too
thin. He's going to get away with it, but
well, I don't know if he got away with it. This is, let's wait till he pockets it again.
No, but I mean he got away with it
not
in that
scratching.
He didn't scratch.
Oh, you're right.
But I don't think he used good judgment there, do you?
No. Players don't want to come that close to scratching. It's a bad shot.
Yeah, that's a nice shot.
Yeah, he missed everything. And has control again.
Yeah, he's in relatively good shape here. This is okay. You go down to the end rail with maybe a touch of right English and come up one natural rail and try to end up straight into the 9, just like that.
Gee, Grady, you're playing real good tonight.
Oh, it's easy from up here. And with you, that bastion of knowledge, it stands me in good stead. It's easy to play great.
2-2. We have a 2-2 match.
And Danny Medina's about to go out over there and tie that up to a piece, it would seem.
There's another guy who don't ever let you know he's out of line or nothing. He just acts like he likes wherever it stops.
Oh, yeah. Well, I love Danny anyway. He's an interesting guy. Yep, that's sure enough. That's 2 apiece over there.
That's Strickland and Medina. We're on the very next table, and we can see it all.
And we've also got Mizrak and Hall and Jimmy Reed playing as we speak.
Well, Mizrak and Buddy Hall are a little easier to see than Jimmy Reed.
That's true, but they're not a little easier to hear necessarily.
No, you're right.
He's getting a good solid contact, but he didn't make anything.
It didn't leave anything. be in jail somewhere, I'm sure.
Well, the safety, he's got it. I can see at least 4 ways to play this safety. It just depends on what the exact angle is and what your personal preference is.
Well, if they're all equal, I like leaving the long safe. You probably do too.
Well, yeah, distance is one way or the
Always
other.
best. If you have choices to play a person safe short way or a long way, you always leave him the longer way. Boy, the balls jumped. Medina just broke the balls.
That was like an explosion.
The whole set jumped up in the air. Okay, I think he's going to hit the left side of the 1 and try to go towards the 4.
I don't think he's going to hit it that hard. I think he's just going to hit it real easy and go over behind the 295 like this.
You're right.
Which really, this is a pretty good shot. If you look at it, he's got a tough kick.
Yeah, he does. He's got a 2-railer.
Yeah, that's what he's going to. Well, 2 rails or 1 rail. I think I'd go to 1 rail route, Danny, because he could accidentally make the 1-9 combo, and also the 8 might billiard off the 1 in the side.
And the 1 can
with the
go.
cue
A
ball.
lot of things can happen. Just hit
The 1 could go off the 9, right?
Main
Look
thing,
at this.
hit
Now
the 1.
He hit it on the right side of it. There were a lot of good things could happen there. Now the 2-5 are in the middle of the table, and I don't think Ralph can get on the 2 ball here. I don't see any way to do it. Do you?
No, he's got a shot on the 1, but position's real tough. He might have to look at playing safe here.
I think he has no choice. But Efren's a smart player. Now he knew which side of that ball to hit.
Oh, he did. He directed that. Well, it's back to what we were talking about the last time we did a tape. It's no longer kick to hit the ball. It's aim at one side or the other, to have a maximum chance to safe your opponent back. Great thing added to the game, I believe.
Oh, I agree with you wholeheartedly. Well, we love a great safety battle anyway. We go back and forth with one terrific, knowledgeable effort after another. Danny's playing awfully good over there, man. He's going through those balls like they're nothing.
Danny Medina, he's talking about. He pockets so well, and he don't take time. He just gets down 1 stroke and in. See, he shot that shot.
Well, look at where he ended up on the 2 ball. They didn't have a shot.
Yeah, I didn't figure him to try to make that ball. There was no reward whatsoever. And if you're going to have to make a ball to look to play it safe, then play safe off that 1.
Well, now, if you're Efren, you like the 1-9 combination or you like the safety?
I don't know if he could be betting the game on it. The 2 does go in a few places. I mean, do you see a free shot at this when you shoot a tough combination?
I hate combinations like this, and I'm not going to play them. Not if I'm relatively close to it like he is, and I've got a nice workable safety.
Right. That's the whole story here. If you shoot a tough combination on 9, you have to be playing safe at the same time.
Yeah. To put it another way, the safety I think I could do at least 90% of the time here. The combination, I'd be lucky to make it half the time. All right, 3-2, Medina over Strickland. And that game took about 30 seconds or something. All right, here's a nice shot from Julian Robertson, our expert cameraman, overhead as we watch Efren stroke this difficult shot.
He shot it. He hit it pretty good.
Well, I just don't think he used good judgment.
I don't
now,
either.
He left him an angle where he can come up 1 rail towards the 2 ball and just get straight in on this lower right-hand corner.
That's a bad error because you just can't bet the game on shots like that. And as far as I saw, he was betting the game on it.
Yeah, we talked about it. Sure, he's betting the game
and
on it.
He jumped up a little bit. He didn't stay down through the stroke.
Well, it could be that Rolf's beating him twice in a row. The last 2 times they played could have something to do with that. Perhaps not.
He can't feel real good about playing the man. Plus, the man, I rate him like one of the top 4 players in the world.
Oh, sure. He should just float out here 1 rail, just miss the 4, just like that.
Boy, he couldn't put it better with his fingers, could he? Look at that. Easy shot, easy position.
Well, I'd try to get, I'd be careful what I did here. I'm going to play the 3 in the corner here.
Well, you have to because going forward, you don't get the right angle on the 3 to go to the 4.
I'd just like to come back maybe.
Yeah, just a little.
Just a little like that. Oh, that's ideal.
Perfect again.
I believe he can go over to the right side of the 9 ball, don't you?
Sure, right between the 5 and 9. Just leave an angle on the 4. I'm sure he knows that. That's the whole story there. The only way you can go wrong there is getting straight in on the 4. You must leave an angle. And he did that perfectly.
Okay, and this is fine. He'll play position in the 6th ball in the side pocket.
Oh, he got that little off angle. But he might be able to come back a little bit. Do you think he has to go to the end rail in this? He's got a little bit of an angle.
Well,
he's looking at it.
He can, he's looking at playing in the corner, I think. Let's see.
You think he is?
I don't know. Going to the end rail here looks a little bit touchy to me, Danny. Or he can pull it out over to his right a couple of feet. But that looked better to me. I mean, that's not that hard shot, you know.
Well, if you're dogging it, it is. You know, if you're feeling good like he is.
Well, he's a talented champion, and he's got a lot of good things in his life and career going for him. I don't find that a hard execution there.
It was a case of shooting a tougher shot with automatic position versus the easy shot with tough position. Percentages. Meanwhile, he's not hitting any rail. He's going right through the air.
No, everything's hit center pocket. 3 apiece, Strickland, Medina. And we're going to be at 3-2 Souquet. And I'd like to also mention that if you like this particular tape or any of a host of other great ACCUSTAT products, you have simply to dial 1-800-828-0397. All right, we watched Earl Strickland's break, and the 2-ball dribbled in the pocket, and he looks like he's in pretty good shape.
Okay, you're going to get a sort of double header with this tape. You're going to get a little bit of Strickland and Medina, and Souquet and Efren. That's really a bargain there.
Yes, it is.
He might have trouble with the 4 over there. I don't know. Does he have a full pocket?
I don't know. He looked at that. Well, he must have, or he wouldn't have. Okay, here we go.
Here we go. Souquet breaks and ball flies in.
And
6 goes
more
in the side, but I don't think he has position. I think he's snuffered.
No, I think he's going to have to push.
Yeah. Back to this. Where do you push? That you're going to
I don't
fool
know. Now,
Efren.
this brings up an interesting thing. I took a jump lesson the other night because I'm tired of guys rolling out for a push shot over a third of a ball, and I can't do it.
Yeah.
Like some of the guys like Kinky, that's a hanger for him to go
And
over a third of a ball, or Earl.
Or Pat Fleming.
Or Pat Fleming, yeah. So I'm going to fool a few of them. I hope when they roll out, I'm going to take it, and hopefully I can make it and run out. But Efren doesn't jump balls well, is my point, and maybe Rolf would be, but he's not going to do that. The only place I see to roll out is down here by the 5-ball in that corner.
It's tough to jump a ball when you're hitting an object ball that's close to a cushion, because if cue ball is hopping, it'll go right off the table. This would be awful tough to hop this ball and keep the cue ball on the table. It's going to bounce around.
Well, plus the 2-ball doesn't go. The 2 and 8-ball on the lower left-hand side rail.
He'd be wasting a shot.
I think he's got to come down here this lower right-hand corner, and it's 4-3 Strickland over Medina.
He's moving the 5 around a little bit. Oh, he shot it right in the pocket.
Oh, boy.
Well, there you go. He made a layer out of me. I said,
well, Danny, how many times have we talked about if you're going to roll out, hit a rail first, or do something to where you don't risk snookering yourself or scratching? That was totally like giving this game away. I'm really surprised, aren't you?
Of course, because anything you do is better than this. I mean, the 1 to the 2 is tough unless you have ball in hand.
And there wasn't anything to gain by him being right in the corner either. I mean, you could move it 6 inches either way, and he's fine.
Well, meanwhile, Efren undershot the ball, and he didn't get to the 2. Now, does he have a cross-side bank and float down to the 3?
Oh, he's got to hit it. I don't. That's a hard shot.
Look at the.
But these shots have been dragging out
slow
sometimes.
That's what he's doing. Don't have to go, but he has it. Yep. He got away with it.
Yes, he did. Yeah.
He knocked the, what is that, the 4 ball?
Yeah, the 4 and 3.
He knocked the 4, and it could have snookered him on the 3, but it didn't. Well, he made a good bet. Bad position from the 1 to the 2, but he overcame it with his banking ability.
I was going to finish up saying that there've been a lot of, I think the bed on these tables is slow. The cloth is perfect. It's 860 Simonis, but I've seen a lot of the guys short on position.
Well, late at night when it gets wet, that really is the case. The rails are much faster bouncing than the cloth. The cloth plays slow, and the rails bounce and gets a little humid. And around here, it tends to get humid, late at night. Of course, we're early evening yet, so that hasn't happened.
Okay, that's a good shot. And for all intents and purposes, we're going to be knotted up at 3 games each here in just a few seconds. Yes, indeed. And Strickland leads 4-3 still on the other table. And you can see Danny Medina just made a nice kick shot, and Earl does not have a shot on the 1 ball, but he's got a very workable safety or 2.
Are you sure? I think the 1 goes by.
Well, maybe it does.
No, you were right. It didn't. He played a pretty decent safe.
I think Danny can hit that ball.
Yeah, but he doesn't have a pocket. I know you'd rather snooker the guy, but he doesn't have a pocket, so you know he's not going to beat you by running out this inning. Anyway, Ralph made a real rare shot there. I mean, mistake. He rolled the cue ball right in the pocket.
Yeah, I couldn't have been more surprised.
Is it possible that he was aiming at the 5? And
Maybe.
And it rolled off a little bit?
2 things I want to bring to everybody's attention. These are good pool balls, but pool balls get out of round. You've only got 1 out of every 15 or so balls that's in perfect round.
No, there's no such thing.
No such thing as perfect round.
No
well,
perfect
I didn't know
round.
that.
They're close.
Close,
and let me explain something. This be interesting for the public. Do you ever notice they play snooker with no numbers on the balls? It's
Yeah.
1 solid color. That is the part.
Well, can those get in perfect round?
They're closer to perfect round than when you have different colors in dashes and stuff. You see, it's tough to have the same density, the same, the colors. So therefore, they're tougher to have perfect round.
Okay.
That's the reason for the snooker balls without any numbers.
Okay. Well, the other point I was going to bring up, and I learned something there too, is that there's 5,000 square inches of playing surface on the 4.5 by 9 table, and you're going to have little imperfections in the cloth, or where somebody broke hard or jumped a ball, and a lot of times that cue ball will roll off on the way to its target, especially if you just completely lag it like he did. All right. Okay, Efren did not make a ball on the break, and the 4 and 3 are tied up. They're down by the lower left-hand corner pocket.
Well, it'll be a little tough to get to the 2 anyway. It's
yeah, I don't think he can get to the 2.
He can make the 1 and hit the 2 if he don't get unlucky. What do you do here? Do you play safe off the 1?
I don't even see how he can. He has to go into the 6 ball or the 8. There's no way to avoid one of those 2 balls.
Well, if he comes off the 1 and hits the 6 after the rail, he's going to at least be able to hit the 2. But he don't want to pocket this ball and snooker himself. So if there's any gamble to it, he should think about a safe here. But I don't think he is. I think he's going to shoot this ball and try to do something with the 2 safe. I don't see how he can fall on the 2 anywhere. The 2 goes in maybe the side or that other corner pocket.
Well, let's see what he decides here.
No, he played safe on that one. Good choice, especially he really put him in jail. But the only thing about this is you don't have much worry about the guy running out with ball in hand. I mean, if anything, you got a chance to get 3 in a row on the guy, but you're just not going to run out here with ball in hand. So the rewards aren't so great.
Oh, that was close. didn't quite get it.
Okay, what do we do here now?
Well, I like trying to get position on the 2 ball. Well, you know what, Danny? How about thinning the one and going back where you just left him and trying to get him on 2? And then, you know, go from there.
And if you want to do something real aggressive, how about putting the cue ball close to the 1 and taking a little bit of a shot on the 9? Does the 9 pass by the 3? I mean, a free billiard shot here?
Well, it passes, maybe. No, I mean, excuse me, I don't think it
It's
does.
almost
But even
the
if
same
it did,
shot.
see if he thins this and puts him behind the 3 and 4.
Yeah, he's going to have him in a spot.
You're going to have him in a real bad spot. Now he wants to be careful not to knock the 1 right up in front of the side pocket.
I know when you're playing good players and you snooker them, you don't ever want to leave the object ball near a pocket or you're going to get broken-hearted right in the hole again.
Well, this could be prophetic and disastrous for Souquet.
Yeah.
This is
That's a mistake where you couldn't really have anything bad happen to you. The only way you can is by going in the pocket there. Now, Efren is going to do it to him. Same shot. I don't think he'll go in the pocket though.
an appreciative hand for that shot.
Well, Ralph gave it away. Strickland and Medina are tied up 4 each. Strickland shooting.
I don't know what he's looking at here. There's really only one realistic way to hit this ball.
One rail, right?
He
Spin it
can't
past
go one rail.
He can't spin by the 3 ball? No, he can't. Might be similar shot.
As whatever.
Yeah, right. And Efren's appeared like it rolled down a little bit. Let's see. Better hit this or he's going to be trying to do this on 2 scratches.
Yeah.
He
What a
did it.
nice shot, nice shot.
Well, you know what happened there? He went to school. Efren went a little bit short, and he made sure that he went a different path.
Well, that's what golfers do. If they have a putt where their ball is marked, they watch on the same line as another guy's putting. They watch him and see what he does. Well, here it's make the 2 and play safe on the 3, right?
Right. You certainly don't have a run out.
And I'd try to go forward, maybe a high ball with maybe a touch of right English and glance off the bottom of the 5 like this. And that's good because now he can really lock it.
Yeah, he can freeze them. Whenever you're playing safe, the closer you leave them to a ball, the less part of the table they have to kick on.
Now what he wants to do, of course, for your aspiring players, make sure he does not make a ball here unless it's a 3 ball. But I wouldn't want to make that. Oh, okay, it went straight in. It didn't look like that.
He felt perfectly. He was probably trying to do something like that, and if he didn't, he would play safe. Great shot, though. This will be a big one to run out.
Oh, sure.
Take advantage of one of the rare mistakes that Souquet made.
Well, he's made mistakes 2 games in a row now. Surprisingly. See if he shoots. Well, he can reach.
Earl made the 9 on the break and the cue ball. And the cue ball. He's ahead 5-4. He just broke the balls, made the 9, and the cue ball went in the same pocket as the 9, side pocket. So instead of getting a win on this, Danny has a relatively easy looking layup. Okay, here we go with Efren. Efren has a chance to take the lead here. He's got to feel good about that because he really hasn't played well enough to be in front.
And I might add that the match that Medina and Strickland are playing is progressing at a 28 4/7% faster clip.
You got to figure it out mathematically. Yeah.
Okay, and our score is Reyes 4, Souquet 3.
And we got Danny Medina shooting 4 on the side. If he falls on the 5, he should have no problems. He's okay. We'll just draw this ball back 1 rail.
And you can see the Chesapeake Conference Center, Virginia, on the sign across the way.
Well, it looks like Danny's going to run out here quickly before Efren even breaks him. Oh, left-handed bad stroke, but he don't care. Wherever it stops, he just shoots. He's a great pocketer. Okay, it's 5-5 with Efren. I mean, with Strickland and Medina. Now Efren is breaking over here in a kind of a weak break. He didn't get much action there, but a good safe.
Okay, what do you like here?
I don't. I mean, you almost have to take a kick at this. I don't see you pushing anywhere.
Well, the 6 is a little too close to the rail for him to play an umbrella shot, and that's where one, of course, where the cue ball travels 2 rails, hits a ball, and achieves some desired result, because the 6 is going to move when he does it.
Okay, but what do you do?
Well, I might take a kick at it really easy.
Real easy, but yeah, you're still going to get the worst of it. Because if you kick easy, you're leaving the guy close to the ball and easy safe.
Well,
but he has no choice. He has no choice. I don't know what he can do here. I mean, wherever he pushes, he's going to get the worst of it. Medina made his usual ball in the break, the 1. He has to pop into 2, and he can get out.
Well, you know, your point is really well taken and hits home with me about eliminating the push out. I think you're right. It would speed things up, and you'd see a lot of great kick shots.
Well, you know, recently I'm getting a lot of people agree with me. You know, we have headsets out there. People are listening to the commentary. They come up to me later and say, "You're right. I agree." Knowledgeable people, you know. So
sure.
I mean, look at this. We don't need this. Looking at everything all this time. Get up and kick the ball. Everybody. Plus, like I said, I know he's not going to get the best of this. Or I'll bet he doesn't get the best of it.
No, he's an underdog for sure.
Where do you go? Like you say, you can't take the real light kick because the 6 is too close to the 1. You're going to sell out the 1.
Now let me explain, and of course you know this, but why he wouldn't push down there and leave him straight on the 1, because then he would just hit the 1 off the 6 ball, and the 1 and the 6 go out of there, and he would leave the cue ball behind the 4 ball, and very easy safety.
Nothing to gain here.
I think I'd go ahead and shoot this easy.
He's trying to tell him. Is he telling him that he's kicking lightly, or?
Yeah, I think he's asking Efren to watch the rail.
Oh, okay.
Well, there's no way to not get a rail hit.
Yeah.
Well, I tell you what, at least he left it where...
he's in trap.
He's in big trap because he's going to be behind the 6 ball.
Of course
here.
he is.
I think Efren can hit this 1 thickly enough to hit the ball behind the 6. 6-5
Medina.
Medina.
Going to try to look for a path here. I don't know where. This is what figured to happen from there.
Boy. And look at this. How do you kick at this? Man. 3 rails, the 9's in the way.
Well, this is because the guy didn't make a ball in the break, and at the same time, because he didn't make a ball in the break, it was an advantage.
I tell you what, you know, now in retrospect, now that I've had a chance to see what happened here, I think the right shot there was to take a hard kick at it, try to get lucky.
Maybe get lucky. You're right. You're right. Better than
I don't
this.
think there was much scratch
You're right.
percentage there.
You're right. Just kick the ball. Whack it. Maybe something good would happen. It couldn't be this bad, that's for sure.
No, this is horrible here.
Well, before I join all the other pool players in the big sky, I wish they would change this rule and say Diliberto was right.
I might consider kicking the 6 out on top of the 4 here, where maybe the 4 doesn't go in the corner and maybe not the side, and at least that's better than the kick, I think.
Do something. Change the percentages a little bit, some way.
The 9's in the way here. If he misses the 9, he'll hit the high side of the 1 ball, assuming his aim is on. Let's see what happens
It's
here.
a 3-rail kick.
Well, the 9's in the way.
He hit it.
Yeah, from where he was, that was a nice shot.
He still got the worst of it. He's fighting. He's fighting. Medina took 6-5 lead over Strickland.
Okay, Efren's in pretty good shape here. Now he wants to get.
Let's get an angle where he don't run into the 6 ball,
Exactly.
so he can get back out clean to the 5 and the side. And it looks to me that's the only place you're going to play position for the 5.
Right.
Oh no!
I don't know what he did here. I don't like this at all.
Does he have a billiard? I mean, is the 6 going in the pocket or something?
No.
No, it's way up. I don't understand that shot.
No, nor do I.
I mean, this is tough to control now, getting to the 5 ball. All he can do is like soft cut it in and brush the 6 and take the long shot on the 5 now, right?
Yeah, I don't know what he was doing there.
Yeah. He's got to hit this softly and take that little angle on the 5. I wouldn't have drawn the ball there. I would have went forward a little and had a little better shot.
Now he's got a tough shot here. He's got to go back and forth across the table. Really a hard shot. If he wants to stay above the side pockets like this, he's got to use inside English.
Good
Well,
shot.
that's nicely done.
Very nicely.
Oh, that's a hard shot. And he made it look easy.
Danny Medina missed the 1 and safe Earl. Earl has a pretty good kick. Well, it looks like Efren overcame some bad position play and he's got control of the rack until then.
Well,
Yes.
now, you know what, Danny? I've maintained that this blue circle ball is light for a long time, and he overdrew position twice. Yet, the shots, the position shots they're short on this week have been high ball shots, usually. But Efren's way too good a player to miss 2 simple position shots like that.
Oh, I thought he had this rack locked up. Now, what do he do here now?
Well, you
go
might as
all
well
out?
rip it across the side and run out.
Really?
I don't know. What do you think? I think you have to go for this.
I don't know. You're struggling a little bit. I don't know if you want to bet the game on this. It doesn't look like it's sitting pretty late. I kind of like the safe. Try to go the end rail behind the 9 and bank the 8 out a little bit.
Well, we're
It's
knowing
early
that.
in the match. He's winning 4-3. I mean, he don't have to take a desperation shot. I think this is a little off angle too. What would you do? Would you shoot
I'd
this?
shoot it, of course.
You'd
I'd
shoot
bank it.
Okay, let's see what he does. He did too. He made it. It was easy. It was
Well, I'd venture to say that bank, a good player should make at least 60% of the time.
yeah, but that's not enough. You don't want to shoot shots you make just 6 out of 10. You know, you just don't want to shoot. You got to be a pretty big favorite when you shoot a shot.
Our score is 5-3. Well, there's other factors that enter into it too. If he plays safe, he didn't have a great safety there.
No, but he had a pretty good one. Well, the angle was straight in. To me, it looked like it was a little off, and he was going to have to get further away from the 9, but it was straight in, and it still don't have to go.
Okay, 6 each, Strickland and Medina.
Well, we're going back and forth. No one's getting ahead more than one game.
There's a shot of Danny racking the ball. Second shift is frozen. And we're ready to go.
When a guy's racking the balls, I mean he looks that long, I have to look at him too.
Well,
Took a little too long. Earl is. Yep, he found something wrong. Sure, man is taking too long. Something's not right.
there's a nice shot of Efren on the monitor.
He's not getting much action, is he?
No, he sure isn't. And,
nothing even came close to going to a pocket.
all right, this is Ralph's chance here, but look at this 6 ball. It's on the right-hand side rail, and the 9 ball is in an awkward position to play a 6-9 combination.
That. Oh, no, it isn't. I have to disagree with you there.
Okay.
If you fall on that 6, well, I mean, it's a pretty easy shot. And that's what he'll do. That's what he's going to do. If he can run the balls, he's playing for that 6-9 combination. If you get close, it's sitting pretty easy. That 6 is off the rail. It's pretty easy. If you fall, you know, you don't want to be 8 feet away, but you know, when a good player like this, he's going to be close. He got away with it. No, we don't. He's going to run into him. We're not going to have to worry about the combination.
Boy, very Souquet-like. He scratched twice from positions where he should not have, and now this poorly played position shot. Giving Efren a lot of chances, and the score reflects about how the match has thus far been played. Now he's got to load it up with inside English to try to miss those balls like that.
He overcut it. He's lucky he didn't scratch. You know, all that reverse, he came pretty close. He got away with it. He played a safe, an accidental safe. Remember your tournament? You couldn't do this.
No, none of my 9-ball tournaments can you do this. Efren could tell him shoot again.
Yeah, Grady Mathews rules. You cannot have an accidental safe.
I don't know what the deal is with that. I had that at 14 tournaments. So they weren't all my tournaments. Some of them I just directed, and everybody loved the rules, but we continue.
You know who loved the rules real well? I loved the rules real well. If you remember, the first one you did, I won.
Yeah,
you remember that?
Sure.
No accidental safes. If you miss the ball and safe the person, what was the rule? He can have you shoot again.
Yeah, you got your choice. You can take it or have him shoot again.
Pretty good rules. A light kick. No good success. We're still going to see that 6-9 combination, I'm afraid.
Yeah, and he's going to go down on the right side of the 5 and 8 ball here. Just use a nice high ball.
Yeah, the cue ball's going that path automatically. Just pocket the 2 in the corner, and you're going to go towards the right side of the 8 and 5, and you're going to have the 3 in the same pocket as the 2. And good path to the 4.
Just like that, nicely done. And he's got a bit of an angle here. He can go down to the end rail and up.
Get close to the 4 ball. And if he gets close to the 4 ball, he'll have the angle on the 5 to go to the 6.
Which, as you suggested, he needs to be able to make the combination.
Right. Yeah, he could be right where he is now and have a decent shot at the 9.
Oh, I think that's a hard shot.
Well, you're a little bit afraid of combinations, but you know, if you shoot that softly, you got an awful big pocket on that 9.
Oh, that's true.
Especially this angle, he's going to be able to get close as he wants to that 6. Just stick the ball.
I think he's just going to have to stop.
Just stop the cue ball and have a perfect angle to get close to the 6.
Well, this is about as good an angle as he could have obtained because he can punch it over to his right and probably end up, by the side pocket.
Yeah, just about where he was a little while ago. About where he was.
Excellent.
I would have liked to have been a little closer, but this is a big pocket. You hit it the right speed, it's a big pocket.
Now, Danny's point is very important. It's important to hit this the right speed, and you might get away with a bit of a bad hit. Nice shot. Okay, 5-4, Efren Reyes. And across the way, Earl is at the table. He and Danny Medina tied up 6 games apiece.
Danny wanted to look at the ball. Earl has a close shot over there, and Danny wanted to go over and see if
he just wanted to make sure that if they're frozen,
move that first. Oh, right in the pocket. He went right one rail in the pocket like he was trying to do it. That's a little careless. Maybe that little thing Danny did broke his concentration.
Well, that's entirely possible.
Yeah. I don't think Danny did
No,
it for that reason.
I don't think so either.
But he was thinking about it. He was actually thinking about it.
Oh, it's a big game there, too.
Sure, he went right inside.
Because whoever wins a game adopts a one-game advantage. And we're back to action on our match as Souquet prepares to break. Okay, he made the 3 and
the 8 and the 7. No, he didn't make the 7. Made 2 balls, and he don't have a great shot on the 1. Now what do you do here?
Well, I don't know. These side pockets from that angle, it's a pretty narrow opening, and I don't. The 2 ball might pass between the 8 and 7, but if it does, he's then he has to hit the 1 ball hard enough to get the 2 ball over.
Yeah,
there.
he can't shoot this on the side. This angle will not hold the ball. He's looking at some kind of safe or even bank. I don't like it. But
well, if I have to play safe here, I like banking it over by the left-hand side, making sure I don't make it, and coming down towards the 7 ball with the cue ball. That way, I got 6 balls to put the cue ball behind.
Just like you say, don't make a ball. Don't accidentally billiard the 7 in or something. I don't know if he's doing that.
Let's see what he decides to do. I don't know what he was trying to do there.
Well, he was trying to hit the edge of the 7 so that it would hit the rail and bank, but he hit it a little full and it didn't bank as much, so he left a hit. So Efren has to try to fan this 1 and just come back towards where he is now.
Well, there's another shot if he has room. He could go rail first, 1 into the 7 and the cue ball over to the side rail and back up to the other end. I don't like feathering this necessarily if he doesn't have oh man, look at that.
He got away with it, but you know, I mean, the guy can hit the 1, but he didn't go in the drink. That was like bad thinking.
I don't know if he's corner hooked here or not. If he's corner hooked, he's in a world of trouble.
And it's tough to tell by looking at Ralph's face because he has that poker face.
Yeah, that inscrutable.
Right, you don't know if he's happy
look.
or sad.
Yeah. There's a nice view of it on the monitor. Boy, what a nice shot. And look at that catchy little inset box that resembles the shape of Cardone's head. Oh, I didn't mean to say that.
Shape.
I asked Pat about all these
That's
nice little
fair.
doodads.
Yeah. Not fair to talk about a guy who can't talk back to you.
Oh, he talks back funny when he's present.
He might be talking about you right now.
Right, I realize.
Wherever he is.
Well, he could shoot straight at it. What a nice shot he made.
Yeah, but he left it. But no bargain. But he can hit it, he can make it, but there's no bargain.
Well, I would bank this ball myself. What do you think?
Where are you going with the cue ball?
Well,
you want to cross?
I would use a touch of writing. Try to come right back towards the 9 ball is what I'd try to do. I wouldn't be shooting at this.
I don't think he is either. He might be doing exactly what you said. And he did.
Now, see, I like this a lot. He's a little weak.
Oh, boy.
But if he happens to make it, he's got a nice shot. He could run out, maybe. Now, see, that's a smart shot. Now, Ralph is looking to see, I think he's maybe going to take a bank at this right-hand corner, playing to overcut it a hair. And in that fashion, if he makes it, he's not going to be able to run out, but he will be able to hit the 2 ball.
Right.
But he'll have him snookered if he...
it could be a safe if he misses it.
Right. Do you see anything any better? Now, that's what he's looking at.
Yeah, I think you're right. No, there's nothing better. There definitely is nothing better.
That's interesting because it's critical to figure out whether you want to hit a shot of this nature too thick, too thin, and he's way better off to overcut this here.
Well, it's just that you're not going to get rewarded, you know, if you make it. I mean, you know, it's still going to be a tricky layout, so you're not all gung ho about shooting this. But he has to do something.
I wouldn't want to make it. I'd be happy to get a nice safety.
But he made it. This is what I mean. He didn't. Now he's got to do something because it went.
Well,
can he fan the left side of 2 and put it behind the 7
don't forget,
and 8?
now that's his pocket that he scratched in, trying to lag it down there.
You're
before,
right. You're right. Could be a little air conditioning breeze also.
Well, he could thin it the other way too, and but that's tough.
Either way. Well, the other way, he don't have to thin it as much. You know, it's a little easier to control. That's probably what he's going to do. That's what he's doing.
Good shot.
You know, if he shoots again, it's a good shot.
Well, he's going to shoot again. Efren can't kick it.
Can't get possession.
He can't get position.
No,
right?
he don't want to kick and make it. He's going to shoot this way.
He wants to go 2 rails and into the 7 ball thickly with the cue ball and have the 7 block the cue ball just like that.
Great call, Grady. It's amazing you're out of this tournament.
Well, thank you for that nice sentiment, my friend. Well, as soon as I get the non-smoking worked out, I think I'll be all right.
Well, stick with it.
I'm going to. But see, he's such a sagacious player. I knew he'd see that. It didn't take him 3 seconds to see it.
Sagacious in New Jersey?
Yeah, probably. Now that you mention it, I think you're right.
Jersey.
Now, what do you like here? 3 rails?
I like hitting it, and it's better than giving the guy ball in hand wherever it stops. Just hit the stinking ball. But you're right, the 3 railer is the best shot because you got a chance to knock the 2 upstream here and maybe stay down there with the cue ball.
Right.
Just a little percentage thought. If he hits it 3 rails, that's what's going to happen. 1, 2, 3 rails. He kicked it long. How did it turn out? He doesn't seem to like it.
No, it goes.
Yeah. Efren hits these kind real well.
Yeah, but this is a hard shot. He can't miss a 6 ball. How's he going to get on the 5?
Are you sure? I think he can miss the 6. Maybe not. Maybe not.
Well, if he can, it'll be on the high side of it.
And he'll be far away. How about if you shoot it, miss the 6, and draw the ball 3 rails?
I think he's going to try to go through the 6 ball with a high ball. But that's risky.
Yeah, I don't like that. Unless he glances the 6, he's not going to come out for position. He might be able to miss that 6 going in. He did. But it's still, he had to stroke it so hard to miss the 6 that he didn't have position for the 5. You know, the speed was so tough. Now we're back to looking at a safe. What's he going to do?
Well, this is cuttable. But the difference is that this is hard for me to gauge because the Filipinos sometimes hit this with inside English, and I use outside English, which I couldn't do here because the 7 and 8 I figured to hit after I go to the side rail.
The 7 and 8, that's what he's doing.
So the safety is absolutely the right side.
Beautiful touch. Beautiful touch.
This is makeable, though. I like to use low left English. It's not that makeable, though. It's too far off the rail.
It's makeable if he hops over the top of things. This could be that trick shot.
No, he can shorten this up with low right English. That's what he's looking at.
Okay.
But it's hard to go 2 rails. That's just a system and a shot that's predicated for making balls that are closer to the rail or the pocket.
This has been kind of a defensive duel, hasn't it?
Yeah, it has. They haven't strung racks together. And it's 7-6 Medina on the adjacent table, and I believe that they've taken a short break. Well, he's hitting it with just, now this, if he can miss a 7, is a better way to play it, because it's more makeable.
The high ball made it go a little longer.
The new cloth and hitting it easier and the high ball, all 3 things work together to make it miss the 5 ball.
Well, this is a big break for Efren because he doesn't have any problem here at all.
Nope. He wants to get straight in on this 6th ball.
Well, he didn't.
Well, this is
okay.
fine.
Yeah, he can float on the inside of the 9 here.
Well, I'd stay on above the 9 here. Just
yeah, you're right.
pull it back a few inches
You're
and
right.
he's perfect.
You're right. Perfect.
Well, this match is beginning to adopt sinister overtones. Efren appears to be ready to go ahead 2 games.
What's this?
I don't know what this is. If he snookered himself there,
No,
he's going to be one
it's
unhappy
close,
Filipino.
but he's okay.
He's funny sometimes. That scratch the head thing, that's
Yeah.
beautiful.
Well, he almost was in that spot right there. He barely got there.
I told you, didn't I, that Efren and Luat and Andam are coming to the One Pocket tournament next month, so that'll be fun.
Yeah.
All right, 6-4. And Strickland at the table, trailing 6 games to 7.
Yeah, that'll be a lot of fun if you don't draw him in the One Pocket tournament.
Well, I don't care who I draw.
I know,
really
I don't either. I just thought I'd say it.
In fact, if I didn't have anything to do upon an evening, I might drive 1,000 miles to watch you play him in a tournament match. I'd love to see that, you know. But really, one great mind against another, Danny, you don't really enjoy that kind of thing. No, I mean, you deserve that kind of accolade. Okay, there's Earl on the monitor.
Yeah, Earl's, he fell on the 5 real well. If he falls on the 6, this rack will be history. Of course, they think this is position. They think this is position. The 2 gonna reach? Barely, but
barely.
That's
and
it.
The
and
3,
the 3 crawled out.
You know,
just perfect.
I love when the balls part like the Red Sea.
Not if, yeah, not for your opponent.
No, but I mean, I'm talking about for me, yeah, or you, or whoever.
Or watching the suffering. Yeah, as long as we're not involved, or it's happening for us, it's fun. It's like
Boy,
I
this
say.
is a lot of fun, though, Danny. It's going to be 7 apiece with Medina and Strickland.
Yeah.
And Efren's in excellent shape as he continues to forge ahead and ever onward in his quest of the U.S. Open title.
Yeah.
Oh, Rempe's playing across the way, too. I hadn't noticed that. He's playing Jimmy Marino from Pittsburgh. He's leading Marino 7-3. Okay, now we get to see the patented Efren inside English shot. He's going to load this up with left English, and notice how he hits it below center, but he's going to follow this.
Well, if you hit it below center and you hit it soft, then the below center doesn't retain. That's
but it never skids by hitting it just below center, and that's
you can shoot a little bit harder,
angle.
and it won't go anywhere.
Now, I think he's got to stay below the 5 here and play it up the long rail.
No, he's going to go.
Is he okay?
He's going to go 2 rails back and forth there.
Oh, all right.
And don't go in the side.
Well,
don't do what?
That's why I don't like that shot.
Yeah, but son of a gun, players of this caliber are not supposed to shoot hard enough to reach that pocket if you're going that direction. And then what I'm getting at is they're not having their best night right now. That's a real basic error. You don't shoot hard enough to reach that pocket. Oh, what a giveaway this was now. Instead of 7-4, it could be 6-5.
Well, that could cost him the match, too.
Of course, anytime with a player like this, it can cost you the match if you make a big mistake. You got to be feeling pretty bad. It was an easy layout. See, he had too much angle on that ball, or he could have cinched it and shot the 5 up the far corner.
Well, where do you like getting here?
Oh, you have to get near his left elbow towards that rail over there. He didn't. Right? Don't you like to get a little further down than go
of
one
course,
rail?
where I can go one natural rail
Right.
and play the cue ball in the middle of that side rail. I don't want to risk.
Yeah, he was trying. He just underhit it. It's a good thought, though. You must try to get those paths because then it makes it automatic. That's what you're looking for. Make the ball fall on the
That was a
ground.
nice shot he made.
Oh,
there.
yeah, he had a little angle, but he would like to go on further and had a little better angle, but no problem. He's got to feel like he found the game here.
All right, 6-5. Efren Reyes. Well, of course he's got to be delighted.
Of course.
I mean, this match could have looked for like it was over pretty much.
Of course, you get 3-game lead with Efren shooting. That's a little bit. Yes.
All right, we're back to the Strickland Medina match. And Danny needs to make this 7 ball in the side pocket to go ahead 8-7. That's some match there.
Yeah, he's going ahead 8-7. All right. Earl's clapping.
Yeah.
That's great.
That's
You don't
very-
know if Earl's going to be a good sport half the time or complain and moan.
Oh, I think he's gotten a little better.
No, he
and,
has. He has.
His
Back
affinity for pontificating notwithstanding.
His affinity for pontificating.
He'll make you a speech, is what I'm saying.
Okay.
If you catch him just right.
Well, Ralph didn't make a ball on the break. But this table has been a tough table to make balls on the break.
Yeah, a couple of the players have made reference to that.
Yeah. I mean, all the matches I've done, it's been not a consistent table, pocket balls on the break.
Now, what do you like here?
Well, he's playing safe, but what kind? Is he cutting this in left-handed? He was trying to.
No, I think he tried to do exactly what he did. It was like a free shot, but he
Yeah,
didn't really
make it or
go all out to make it.
he got the best of it at any rate. Ralph does not have a real good kick.
No, he's got to go 2 rails underneath the 3. I don't see any other reasonable route.
Well, Medina made a ball in the break with Strickland, and he has a good chance to go ahead 9-7 here.
That's what he's looking at, going 2 rails. I like a center ball here, not a high ball. The high ball lengthens it out. Oh, that's a good shot.
Well, left a shot, but it's not automatic position.
Oh, not automatic at all.
Although he does this stuff real well.
Well, you know the shot I like here? All right. Hitting just past the left-hand side pocket and over on the right side of the table. 2 rails in that fashion. That's the position shot I like. In other words, he's going to play the 2 ball in the pocket there by the 7 ball.
Yeah, I see that. But I kind of think he's going to kill it and play the 2 in the other pocket. He shoots this real well. He jumped up. He didn't have a shot anyway, but he's not. His fundamentals aren't real sound right now. He's doing a little bit of jumping up.
Now here's a shot that I'm not even shooting at. You can't bridge it right. The 4, 6, 9, 7 block that. It's long distance on toughened up pockets. The U.S. Open is humid.
What are you going to do? 4 rail the 1?
Well, I might bank it cross corner and come down here by the 2 and 5, or play a safety.
That's one pocket thinking. I don't know if he has that.
Well, you're right. You're right. Well, let's see what he does. I don't know that it's well advised to shoot at this.
Well, why not? He can go 3 cushions and play the 2 in that pocket near the 7, just like you said. Let's make a good shot here. That's what he tried to do. A little bit weak. Now he might have it in this pocket.
Yeah, well, he's okay here. Or he could play safe by sending the cue ball into the 6 ball gently.
Well, Medina's leading 9-7 on the other table with Strickland, and he just did not make a ball on the break. And Earl has a shot on the 1.
See, now, I think shooting is to make it. Well, it's not that hard a shot to make it, and going into balls is suicidal.
Well, it just depends where, you know, it looks like if he makes it, he's going to hit the left side of the 9 from where he's facing, and then he can come back towards the 3 that way. But he would have to hit the 9 fairly thin.
Well, am I the only one that ever scratches in the side after I hit a ball like that?
I don't know. Let's see what happens. I think if he hits this ball good, he's going to hit the left side of the 9 and go back towards the 3.
Okay.
Let's see.
That'd be a great call if he does that.
Yeah.
Let's see what he's selecting.
He's looking at it. You know, it's not easy.
Earl just got one of the worst rolls I ever saw. He made a great position shot, and the cue ball took a dive in the middle of the table and snookered him.
He may be not even shooting. He might.
I
be
said
playing
gently into the 6 with the cue ball as the shot. And he kicked it in.
He did that, but he left the
Well,
shot.
that wasn't a very good safety.
No,
the
he hit
9
it too
ball.
hard.
I would have just left the 2 ball in the end rail there by the 9 ball. Any way that Efren can see this ball as good a safety as Rolf had is, I don't think is good. All right, 9-8. Earl got a bad roll and kicked the ball
it in. And he needed to kick that one in because now it's 9-8 instead of 10-7.
And that's what the U.S. Open is all about. Courage, character, knowledge.
People are loving it.
Yes, they are. Now look at this nice safety.
Easy kick, but safety nevertheless.
Yeah, but one like this I don't like because if he kicks at it, the 2 hits the 3 too many times. The cue ball hits the 8 too many times. In other words, there's nothing natural about this.
There isn't, but you better hit it nevertheless.
Oh, he'll hit it. It's not a hard kick. Well, Earl didn't make a ball on the break, and Medina's at the table with a chance to go on the hill.
He got to the table before the ball stopped rolling.
Oh, he'll do that.
Yeah, he's very happy to see this. Okay, he's looking like he can fan it through the 8 and 3 ball. Is he shooting this ball?
Well, no, I think he's trying to knock it on the left-hand side rail. Let's see. No, okay. Well, that's a great pull shot.
Yes, it is.
Great pull shot. Well, there's no mystery to this. Now, Efren hits this kind of shot well. If he's going to lengthen it out, hitting the left-hand side rail, I'd try to hit the outside of the ball. But I like this shot the best.
Of course, you can't
Look at these
scratch.
balls down here in the corner. You might as well take a pop at this.
Didn't roll too well. Is that the 6 and 7 in the packet? And the 7 in front of the 6?
Yeah, but the 4 ball, of course, will when he gets to it, he can get out of that.
Right.
But he's got to be careful when he shoots it to not have the 4 and 7 tie up where they won't go. You know, and you play such great straight pull and position. You're the best I ever saw at handling balls like that.
Oh, thank you, Grady.
Well, I mean, you
You're
deserve,
not getting my Bud Light.
You deserve some accolades. I mean, hell, all that knowledge. And it's fun to be up here in the booth with you and chit-chat about knowledgeable things. All right.
Medino's shooting the combination over there. We have that on the screen. It was like nothing. It was the length of the table, a couple feet apart, and it was nothing. That put him on the hill.
Danny, you know, whatever he gets to freewheeling, he licks those lips.
Yes,
you
he
could,
does.
You could see that.
Yeah,
So.
yeah. That's his way of saying I like what I'm doing, I think.
Right, exactly. He took him a good slug of that mineral water.
Well, he shot it, and the 7 didn't tie up the 4.
Now he's in good shape. The 4 will pass beneath the 7. It doesn't even really matter if he hits the 7 with the 4 a touch after he hits the rail. But he didn't have to do that. Now he's falling a hair short here, but he should still be okay.
Well, that's a mental mistake there. There you don't. You want to overshoot it rather than undershoot it.
Right.
At least I do.
Well, we all do. We've talked
Yeah.
about that a lot of times.
Every shot, you're better off underdoing or overdoing it, and you have to be aware of that.
Okay, 10-8. Medina over Strickland.
And breaking. Oh, the cue ball went on top of the rail, rolled around 2 cushions, stayed on the table. Medina's break. But he didn't make a ball, and Earl doesn't have a shot.
Well, I'd be delighted just to get to the table one more time.
Oh, of course. If Medina's on the hill breaking, you most of the times you're done. But anyway,
nice shot. And our match is going to be tied up if Ralph makes this 9-ball 6 games each. And as usual, it's ending up being thrilling. Okay, it is indeed 6 each in our match. Now Earl played a nice safety. He's got Danny snookered over there. There's a nice shot. I always worry about Earl though when I'm playing him. If he's within 2 or 3 games of winning the set, he's always a danger not to let you even come back to the table.
Well, you fear that. I know when a good player's shooting and I need 1, they need 3. I don't feel too secure.
No.
Danny's going to try to hop over the 5. If he makes it, no, he
he
curved it
missed
around, he hit it. No ball in hand.
Okay, here we go. Nine ball. Ooh, close.
Oh, look at the way the 1 stopped. You have a bank?
I like this bank. I think you have to shoot this, but maybe he won't.
Get such a good safe. You know,
Well, no, wait a minute. Maybe the 5-ball blocks part of the side pocket. If that's the case, he won't shoot it. He may only have a half a pocket.
Let's see. I don't think it does, but even at that, you know, you're making it and you're taking a long shot on the 2. The safe is so easy. Just brush.
What safety do you like here?
I like brushing the 1 on the right side and going and using the 2, 4, and 8. Let's get, you know, bank the 1 up maybe towards where the cue ball is now and just go to the end rail.
I don't know if he has that.
Okay, Earl's making the 8. We talked a few seconds about our match here. He tried that. He hit it a little bit weak, but he did it.
That's good shot.
It's 10-9 now. Medina over Strickland. Strickland got out in about 24 seconds.
Please welcome Mr. Larry Knox, Tallahassee, Florida. Thank you very much. This opponent is sponsored by Boston Building Trades from Boston, Massachusetts, Monty Herman. We have a Hampton Party, please. All right, you guys are ready.
Well, that's a nice shot by Efren. Well, if I've got this one, I'm going to try to go 2 rails and try to make it. And I'd like my cue ball, if I hit it like I want to come roughly towards the 4 ball.
Right. That is also a 1 pocket shot.
It's important, though, as you know, being a great safety player yourself, to don't guess at the direction the cue ball is going. Sure, you're going to miss-hit some of these, but you try to get it going the direction you want.
Well, that happens by hitting the 2 rails first before you hit the 1. Let's see what he does here.
Oh, he's going the other way. Okay. Which isn't bad.
Same kind of shot. Missed it. Knocked the 9 in. Well, I don't see any troubles here. Unless he makes one himself. This looks like a pretty easy layout, doesn't it, for Efren?
Yeah. Actually, Danny, I look at the 2 ball as kind of the game ball here. All he's got to do is get on the 2 ball, which is in the middle of the table.
Yeah.
With an angle where he can get on the 3, which is on the lower right-hand side rail, and I think he's in pretty good shape.
Yeah, he got a little funny angle, but that's the angle he wanted to get to the fall to the 3.
Yeah. He can do anything he wants with this. He can just float it over there or go over to the rail and out a few inches.
Yeah, I don't think he'll hit a rail.
No, I didn't think so either. Now, this is a nice angle. The 4 goes in the side pocket.
Yeah, just go 2 rails, right?
Yeah, I don't see any reason to
He's
draw
gonna draw
this.
the ball, but
Well,
I like going 2 rails
I do
forward.
too.
I call that the natural flow of the cue ball. It's easier speed, and you don't get over the 9.
Right.
He's not thinking real well tonight. He's okay, but you know, you could have been better just in that.
Well, these are most definitely missable.
Well, anytime you got to hit rails, you can get out of line on the 5, then you got to hit more rails, and there's more chances of something can happen. You know, you still got to get the right speed to go from the 5 to the 8. Of course, I'd rather be him right now shooting than having the other guy shoot.
Well, now he's back in relative line. This is not a difficult position shot. And again, a matter of individual preference. He can go on either side of the 8, whatever he feels like doing. And this is fine.
It's real good. No problems here.
Okay, and our score is going to read in just a moment. Reyes, 7. Souquet, 6. And on the other table, Earl Strickland has a shot. And we may be going to a 10-10 ball game in that match.
Yeah, looks like there's a great chance of that. And we have a 7-6 ball game here, favor Efren Reyes.
Now see, you remember our reference earlier. Now they played 19 games in the Strickland match and 13 here. That's a pretty decided speed difference.
Well, a lot of safes have been coming up in our match. You know.
Well, that's true too. They haven't had any long safety battles over there.
I don't think anyone's broken ran out yet.
Well, you may be right about that too. Now that,
Right.
well, it's going to go to 10 apiece if Earl runs these remaining 4 balls.
Well, I can see him not doing it.
Oh, but Danny, I love that kind of stuff.
Yeah, total torture. The fans love it. The players suffer. It's really interesting.
Now, Efren did not make a ball on the break, and for Souquet, a golden opportunity. An appreciative audience displays its pleasure. Nice round of applause.
This match is tied 10 games apiece, race to 11. It's on the winner's side, so they'll both be back. But has this been a display of offense or what? Clearly, Earl's triple-handed feed. Good luck.
This is an enthusiastic crowd, and I don't see an empty seat in the house.
No,
it looks like it's a total packed house. Great. It's fun to play in a tournament like this.
Okay. All right, this rack, we're informed that we're going to be going back and forth quite a bit. Danny Medina is coming to the table. Earl did not make a ball on the break,
boy.
but there's a problem with the 2-ball, Danny.
I don't think Danny thinks there is. He loves to be up at the table
Oh,
shooting 1.
Souquet missed an easy 2-ball shot, and he's looking at this tip. He miscued. Oh, look at that shot. What a shot on the other table.
Yeah, I told you.
Danny Medina just threaded the 2 and 3 balls, broke them out. Oh, man, what
You
a
see the
beautiful.
layout here. He has an easy shot in the 2, but a little while ago there was a ball in front of the 2. He made the 1 and knocked that ball away.
All right.
We're going to stay with this 10-10 match.
For just a moment, we've got time to get back to ours. Okay, what kind of angle did he get here?
This
Dan?
is a funny angle to shoot hard. I've seen these kind bounce out.
Well, the 6, 7, 8 aren't lying all that great either.
Oh, but like I said on the 1, he is happy to be up there, and he thinks right now he's stealing. I know how he thinks. Look at this shot. Now this makes position a little bit tougher.
Well, no kidding, he can't reach it, and he's got to go 3 rails or 2 rails. He's going to go
He's
2
going
rails.
2 rails forward, and he'll take any shot on the 6 right now. Will he get any shot? Yes.
Oh, he's just like
Oh,
perfect.
boy.
What a shot. And Earl is clapping for him. What a display of good sportsmanship.
It is. He's about to get beat, and he's clapping. But Danny has done some amazing things.
Oh, no kidding. Well, he's going to have to play position for the 7 on the side here.
You think
Nice
so?
work
No,
by
he can
Julian
roll it
here,
in.
too.
Oh, he did, though. Oh, he did.
Uh-oh. Now, this is a little
It's not over
touchy.
yet. It's not over yet.
Boy,
He has to hit rails. Is he looking to bank the
I
ball?
might bank this because it's automatic position. This is touchy to cut
Oh, no,
on
they
the side.
bank is the little. Yes, Reyes just went ahead 8-6. And now,
oh, look at that shot. Look at that shot. Low left-hand English. He broke the 8-ball out, and this is Racky Sacky, as the venerable Ronnie Allen says. And Danny Medina wins a great match, 11-10 over the mighty Earl Strickland. Boy, the audience here in Chesapeake loves it.
Standing up. Standing ovation, if you can hear him in the background.
There's a nice shot of Danny.
What an out. What an out on the hill.
It sure was.
Okay, Efren broke the balls, and once again, he didn't make a ball on the break.
Well, if I'm Rolf, I'm delighted Efren is breaking very poorly.
Jimmy Rimpey, way over the other end of the room, is calling for a referee to some touchy hit.
Boy, the hubbub just now dying down a bit.
They're still
and
mumbling.
who can blame them? We're watching a bit of history, pocket billiard line. And our score is Reyes 8, Souquet 6.
You got to go 2 rails here, right?
Yeah.
You fall under 3 here, and you're out. That's 2 rails. Well, I'm not going to say that it's an easy layout.
No, this 3 ball is a hard shot. The 4 doesn't pass the 8. So he's got to kind of float this in the pocket. I don't like this kind of
shot. A soft draw ball. Good touch, and he got a perfect angle to get to the 5.
That he did. He's going to draw this back, I believe.
Yeah, you don't even hit rails. You come underneath the 6, I believe, right?
Well, he's got 3 or 4 ways to play this. I don't know what's the best one.
He went 1 rail, almost missed the ball. Good shot.
Yeah, he wobbled that in. So 2 rails or 1, either way. And then just punch it out 1 natural rail. Got a perfect angle here, Danny. Okay, and in just a moment, assuming RALF SOUQUET pockets the 8 and 9, our score is going to read Reyes 8, Souquet 7, and we're going to change tapes. We'll be back with you momentarily. Okay, 8-7, Souquet preparing to break.
Break hasn't been...
Well, Souquet's been out breaking Efren, which isn't saying a whole lot.
No, it hasn't been a big weapon right now.
Oh, look at this. We're tied up 8 apiece as he makes the 9 on the break. And notice also he was trading on the 1 to keep all in the middle of the table. Yeah. Even if the 9 doesn't go, he's got a pretty good opportunity. Well, Danny, what can I say? 8 apiece, boy.
This is going to be a cliffhanger. There's no doubt about it. There's different kind of cliffhangers. The Strickland Medina was a cliffhanger, but with all aggressive play. This is more of like safety and defensive, and it's still a cliffhanger, just different stuff. This is like a pitching duel, and the other one was home runs.
Right, right. Well, this could end up being a pitching duel, yeah.
It's a good wrist loosener, isn't it? Right, Grady?
Pardon?
You make the 9 on the break to tie at 8-8. It's a good wrist loosener.
Yeah.
The 9 almost went again. The 3 and the 8 went, and he's got position, maybe. I think he might. No, it don't.
No,
He's
it
got a
doesn't go.
combination. Do you shoot this combination?
I don't, because I have to hit at the speed I don't like in order to control the cue ball and the 1 ball, and I find this hard to make. I think it's a much better shot to go ahead and play safe. Now, that's just my opinion.
Look straight on, stick the cue ball, and the 1 will bank behind the 4, 7, 5, and 6, right?
Yeah.
Or is that the 5?
That's one
That's the
good
2.
safety, sure.
That's the 2. 2, 4, 5, 7.
But
But only thing is, it's like a teaser. You know, when you're up there playing, it's like a teaser, because if you don't execute the safe properly, you say, why didn't I shoot the combination? And he seems to want to
Well,
go down swinging here.
If I didn't like the safe, I'd shoot.
Yeah. He's got a pretty easy safe, but he wants to shoot. And you know what's going to happen? I think the 1 and the cue ball are going to bounce just the right speed to have the 1 in that same pocket he's shooting the safe.
Okay. Well, if I'm going to shoot the combination, I like using a touch of left English, because that puts a bit of right English on the 1, which is outside
Well,
English.
he don't want to go forward with the cue ball.
No, but
though.
just like this,
perfect.
That's a good shot.
I shouldn't say perfect, because he's straight in, it looks like.
No, you don't want
How
to
does he get to the 2? 2 doesn't go in too many pockets.
Well, if he's exactly straight in, he can't do much with this.
He can go forward and take the long shot on the 2. That's not an easy shot.
No, it most certainly is not. Okay, let's see what goes on here.
He did what I said. I don't know. Is he going to shoot this one?
Well, he did. I don't think he can hit enough of this to see it. I'm looking exactly at this angle, and I think all he can do is play safe. I don't even see a safety. But honestly, Danny, I don't think he can make this.
Well, I'm going to have to leave this little setting here because I have a match coming up. This one took long. I'm going to have to get to the playing arena. We're going to have a substitution, but I had fun doing this, Grady.
Oh, I enjoyed it immensely, Danny. Good luck in your match and in the tournament. Well, I still don't believe what he has elected to do here. Oh, he could hit it thick enough. It just didn't look like it. Well, here's a great opportunity for Efren, and at a critical juncture in the match, tied up 8 games apiece. Well, there was a beautiful woman, Pat, that offered to sit in. She said, do you want me to go get her? Pat doesn't like to listen to that. But I think he's going to cut this 2 ball in the corner. And the cue ball may have to go into the 7 ball. Hard to tell for sure. It did indeed. Uh-oh. Well, I think he's okay. I think he floated underneath the 5. And I believe he can make this in the side pocket. We'll know in just a moment. He's not going to any extra trouble, so my guess is that he can indeed make it in the side pocket. 2 rails towards the 5. Nicely done. Now just simply shoot and stop and obtain a nice angle for the 7 ball. Just like that. And now punch it out 1 natural rail at just below center ball, a touch of left English. And Efren Reyes is going to go ahead in this match, 9 games to 8. Well, I can't overstress how much I dislike combinations, and it seems like every time I do commentary, I see people getting in trouble shooting them. I know it's not all just me. Now, RALF SOUQUET is one of the finest players in the world, and everything's going along swimmingly until he shoots that off-angle combination, and he has paid the price, as in the score now reading Reyes 9 and SOUQUET 8. And we'll see if Efren can in fact improve his break performance, because he has been breaking abysmally. He hasn't moved the cue ball. Let's see if perhaps a bit more velocity, or cut the one ball a shade more. There's that cut break shot. Now, you know, the Filipinos have enjoyed some measure of success with that particular break shot, but he's ended up with nothing. The 1, 3, 4, 8 are at the far end of the table, and there just simply is not a shot here. Now, he could take a kick at this ball and go towards the 9 ball. I think I'd take a kick at this and maybe try to put the cue ball behind the 4-8. Like that. Ooh. Well, I think he's left SOUQUET a shot. And not too difficult to one, albeit quite a distance. If we can just make this 1-9 combination, we're going to be all tied up at 9 each. He's looking at it. Now this is more the kind of combination I like to shoot, if I have to. Oh, good shot, 9 each, 9 each. And another great match. And down underneath us is sultry Jeanette Lee, not totally attired in black, as is her custom. Tonight she's gaily attired in a red and black outfit. Well, I don't know how these matches could get any better than this. It seems like every one of them is right down to the wire, and hill, 10-9, and so on. Okay, 9 apiece, the U.S. Open, 23rd chapter in a long running book. Here's SOUQUET's patented break shot. Oh, he did that very nicely. 1, 2 balls on the break. All right, the 1 ball goes, the 3 goes in the side pocket, and I tell you what, ladies and gentlemen, we could have a 10-9 score very, very shortly if he gets position on this 3 ball. And I don't see any special problem with the 5, 7, 8, 9, which are in the lower left-hand quadrant of the table. Now he should take his time here and be a little careful. He can go 1 or 2 rails here. And if I see the angle correctly, now he's looking at that. I kind of like the 2-rail version of this position play. Looks like he's going 1 rail. Nicely done. And this is okay too. He's going to go down to the end rail with a just below center ball, left English, and come out 2 rails for position on the 4 ball. Nice natural angle here. And he wants to be a little bit too far if he errs on the side of distance. And I'm privileged and very pleasured to have in the booth with me now Jamie Goodwin, one of our best players. And Jamie, you're getting in on the tail end of a terrific match. It's 9 apiece, SOUQUET and Reyes.
Yeah, I've been watching the match out in the audience, Grady. It's matches went back and forth, and Efren hasn't been able to make a ball on the break. And he finally made one and ended up hooked and went for that kick combo, I think, and RALF ended up winning the game. Looks like RALF's going to take a 1-game lead here if he can get out from here.
He's in pretty good shape here. All he's really got to do is make the 5 ball. Position is a foregone conclusion.
Yeah, I agree with you there. And he looks to be pretty comfortable, actually.
great shape. No question about that. That's an ideal angle.
Yeah. They say Ralph beat Efren the last 2 times he played him out in Reno. He had to beat him twice in that tournament out there, I guess, and he did it.
Yeah, but in all honesty, I have to confess to you that in Reno, see, Efren has an affinity for craps. And I don't know that he was up to his usual self.
Yeah, I think all the Filipinos have that little thing going with the crap table.
All right, 10-9, Souquet.
Well, Ralph's got a chance to take care of it here. He seems to be breaking real good. I'll be surprised if he don't make a ball, so looks to me like Ralph can pull somewhat of a slight upset here. Even though people look at this as a big upset, it's really not. Ralph's a real good player.
Well, on the other side of the pond, as they say, he's very well known. I think he's been European champion 4 or 5 times. He excels at all the pool games. And we talked, Danny and I did, about what a great gentleman Ralph is. And boy, he really is a good player. I mean, he is so sound in all of his basics.
Yes, he is. He is.
And a perfect gentleman to boot.
Yeah.
Now, you like to take a little extra time, Jamie. I mean, it's a critical spot. Now, if he doesn't make a ball here, we could have a 10. He made one.
Yeah, he did. He pocketed the 6 ball, and he's got a good shot on the 1. Looks to me like the key ball for him, Grady, is if he gets on the 3.
If he gets on the 2 ball here, the 2 ball is early enough for him to. I think we could call the 2 ball pretty much the game ball, and I would try to make sure I go too far. It's not far enough. I just want to be sure I'm not snookered here. Don't you agree?
Yeah. Yeah, he just wants to get a shot the way that he's shooting, and I think that he'll be all set.
Well, right where his cue ball is, only a little farther is what he'd like. Just come out 1 natural rail here, I think.
Yep, that'd be perfect.
Oh, he decided to go 2 rails. That's even better.
Yeah, that's a good shot. That's a good shot.
Now he can play the 3 in the side, which is the shot I like here.
Well, if he plays a 3 in the side, he'd be in danger of getting a bad angle to go back for the 4 to play it in the side. So I think he'll probably elect to shoot the 3 in the corner.
Okay, that's a good point. You very well be right. Let's see.
Unless he could get right where he is now with his cue ball, but
well,
he's looking at he's looking at the side pocket.
Well, I'll tell you why I like this, because it enables you to hit the shot with a bit more authority.
Yeah, I agree with you.
And he can go 2 rails here.
Yeah. Let's see, I think he's going to do what you said. No?
No, he did this.
No, he elected to shoot it in the corner, and
well, this looks harder to me now. How can he go forward without hitting the 5 unless I miss either the angle?
yeah, I can't tell the angle that he's got here. I think he can get past the 5 though. But he sure don't want to hit the 5. But even if he did hit the 5, he'd still have a good angle to come back, and even if he knocked the 5 to the rail to shoot the 5 in the opposite corner there. So I would say basically all he's got to do is just make his shots here, and he's going to get out. Efren just didn't seem to really get the speed of the table down right from the opening leg. What do you think, Grady?
No, I agree with you.
And that's what he did. He bumped the 5, and now he's going to have to play the 5 back down in the other corner pocket.
He's going to have to play in down the long rail.
Yeah, shoot it past the side.
Well, I wouldn't get cute here. I'd just come one rail softly.
Right. I'm sure that's what he's going to do. He's got a nice touch. Well, he didn't get over as far as he liked. He's got somewhat of a little tester here. But the table's playing real soft. If he gets close, this ball's going to go. So.
Now, he'll hit this easy.
Yeah.
So he can get away with a bit of a bad hit.
Yeah.
And he'll miss on the. Oh, he hit on the. Well, he didn't need it.
No, he hit it right in the center.
Yeah, he's perfect.
Ralph's beat Efren 3 times in a row now. Not a lot of people can say that. But the way Efren's breaking the balls, you know, I don't know.
Well, I'm not sure of the exact figures, Jamie, but there was only about 1 out of the last 6 breaks that he had that he even made a ball.
Right, right.
And you just can't beat top players like that. You got to hit them with some racks.
Yeah, not when your opponent is breaking them with authority, like Ralph was.
Well, I tell you what, I don't like where he got here. He's going to have to come down on the short side of the 9, isn't he?
No, I think he can cheat the pocket to the inside
right.
a little here, Grady, and
Maybe he can.
draw it back on the other side.
I wouldn't want to risk missing the 8.
No, but I think he's got plenty of room.
Okay,
Yeah.
you're right. Yeah, nice shot. Nice shot. Are we going to do an interview? Okay. Well, this is going to be over with. 11 games to 9. RALF SOUQUET the winner. And Jamie, I want to tell you what a pleasure it's been to work with you briefly. And I look forward to our next time together.
Well, the feelings are mutual, Grady, and it was a good match we had tonight. And I wish I could have been here for the beginning of it.
Well, another time we'll do that. Well, with these very pleasant thoughts in mind, I'd like to wish everybody good evening.